What's up, y'all? So today I am just going to propagate into the realm, as always. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today we're just going to talk. Let's talk about Terra. Do you know, or can you fathom how difficult it is to create a planet, let alone terraform? Terraforming is more of a basic level of things, but to create one, you see it as being positioned in the right locale. The Goldilocks zone. If you position it there, everything will be fine. There will be a sustainable life.
The Goldilocks zone is the habitable region around a star where the conditions are just right for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. This zone is not too hot, where water would evaporate, and not too cold, where water would freeze. It is named after the fairy tale Goldilocks and the Three Bears, where Goldilocks prefers things that are just right. In the Goldilocks zone, there is the potential for life to exist as we know it. Follow for more interesting facts about the Goldilocks zone, where life might exist.
But that's not necessarily true. If you position a planet at the very correct spots around specific planets or dwarf stars, you get the exact same results. They don't necessarily have to be near a star, the sun, to sustain life, to cultivate life, to hold an atmosphere. There are a couple key factors that play into holding an atmosphere in place. The geomagnetic fields, the magnetic fields of other objects, not to mention hydrogen. Specific versions of hydrogen. Not H2O, even though you could say it's H2O, but it's not. Specific versions of hydrogen. What are those specific versions? What are you talking about? Well, you know there's different forms of hydrogen. Metallic hydrogen, to fluidic hydrogen, gaseous hydrogen. There are different forms. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bonded with oxygen to be able to be considered life sustainers. Now, if you go deep enough into what I'm actually saying, you'll realize that what I'm actually speaking about today is the fact that those who want to leave, those who believe they know, absolutely don't know. And technically and honestly speaking, this is a sort of level setting measure. You don't know how to create a planet. You don't know how to fully terraform. You think that putting certain particulates in the air, that's terraforming a planet. We can make it sustainable. But say, for instance, you go to Mars. To terraform it, the magnetic field that it creates is not as strong. So, to hold an atmosphere in place, certain measures would need to be taken to harden or strengthen, rather, that core.
What have they hit us with?
Looks like some kind of gravity weapon. Somehow they're increasing the Earth's mass, clouding the atmosphere with particulates. Oh my God. Planetary engineering modifying the Earth's atmosphere and topography.
Turning Earth into Krypton.
But what happens to us?
There won't be an us.
Is it within the Goldilocks zones? Some depictions say yes, some depictions say no, but really, in all honesty, I don't believe in Goldilocks zones to a certain extent. So I will simply say it can withstand life. It has before. Could you do it for us? Technically, yes. I could teach you the measures and means to do it, but what would be the point of that? Equivalent exchange. What would you give for the level of information that certain ones can bring to you? We're all one and the same here. Don't get me wrong. So we can get that information too. Pull it from the ether, technically. Yes. Oh, now to use one of your terms, theoretically. Yes. Do you know how? No. You don't have the key. You don't have the access. You don't have the code. We know some folks who do. Listen to me carefully. There are certain alchemists, and I'm using that term because it's simplistic for one, and you'll get the general gist for two. There are certain alchemists who know higher forms of alchemy than you lot. And for those alchemists, they don't actually beholden themselves to a state, a nation, a people, an identity. They're simply here because they pick up on certain things about who they are. Not the vessel, but the true versions of themselves. So when I say you must be careful when you try to go up against certain people, please be careful. Now, one has to point out certain facts about this realm, and I know I'm jumping around, but please, just stay with me. You get to meet people, specific people, people who work for the organization, and members of this organization believe that they won't be able to see what we're doing. We can see all. So when you send certain people to us, please believe that we can see right through them. They work for us just as much as you do. You can send an analyst and not know that your analyst is being dismantled, but yet they can't tell because the words that come out of the vessel's mouth is just like so human. But really, in all honesty, each word is a code in itself. Oh wait, some of you haven't mastered that yet.
What the hell is this?
Why don't we discuss your home? Not Romania. Certainly not Brooklyn, no. Your real home.
Желание. 12.
Stop.
Разведь. 5. 1. Brzowy wagon.
So that's
Я готов отвечать.
mission report.
Please don't be scary. Listen, we're just trying to get to know you. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. that's fine. I don't hold it against you. I'm not. I just want you to know that we see you. Now, enough of that. I didn't start my message the same way, so let me go back a little. You're alright? You're not shaky? Don't get scared by what I'm saying. That's a fear tactic, and I'm not trying to push fear here. I want you to be better. I want you to... Oh, gosh. I want you to feel comfortable. Breathing techniques. Taking yourself out of that fast-paced moment and just really stopping. Taking notice of the surroundings that you find yourselves in. Do a lot of things a little bit differently. Now, this is low end, but still, it's something. Hang out with your family. If you don't hang out with your family, take a break. Hang out with them. I know the going-ons in the world is not allowing us the time, but make that time for yourself. Notice how I say, you make the time. Make that time. All right, Dad, I'm going to come hang out with you. All right. All right, son. All right, daughter, I'm going to come see you. I know it's an inconvenience to your cartoonish, monotonous, episodic lifestyles, but it means a lot. It will mean a lot for your psyches. Now, the world is changing. There's a guard shift. You don't realize it as the masses, that is. The masses don't realize it. They can't see it. But there will come a day when there are specific people who are going to be on your television screens, going to be on your smart devices. Kind of like how, I wouldn't even call them celebrities, kind of like how some of these people who are garnering fame come out of nowhere. That's how it's going to happen. Who is that? And then after that, they become a household name. But these people aren't distractions. They're not distractive bots that are paid to keep you entertained.
I gotta help Ricardo on that. That little is annoying. I'm not done yet. I love this shit! I love it! I love it!
What about the whole Aiden speaking on your deals thing?
I don't like it.
We originally offered, I think, Kai and Speed 40 million. I think Kai was 40 million and Speed was 40 million. They said no.
I hate it. He apologized for it. So I said thank you for that. I would never.
Why he did it?
I don't know why people would just be talking about me. I think speaking on deals is a little far. I could understand it to a little extent is because he has part ownership in his platform, so he wants to make sure he uses his platform as much as possible.
On the bed?
No!
That's alcohol! He's slow. No! He's so f***ed up!
I'm done with this little nigga. It's gonna be a fire!
I'm gonna catch on.
Nigga, idiot. Get these niggas out the house.
Bad, I'm just using the bathroom. I swear to God, I'm coming right back in.
Can you tell me to stop going to the bathroom? He's doing some weird shit in there every like 2 hours. Enough is enough. No. Stop. Please, dude.
What?
Get over your addiction.
They are here to simply peddle a message to facilitate a new era. Now, with this shift, a lot of sorrow, fear, sadness will take effect, but you really cannot allow that to hinder you. You're gonna have to, it's gonna be okay. It looks rough, it looks, but it's gonna be okay. Don't stress it. Huh? We cool? We copacetic? Okay. Now with that, learning alchemy is an art. It's not just alchemy about mixing chemicals. Alchemy is finding the truth, in search of the truth. Many think the truth is creating a philosopher's stone. Many think the truth is getting to the source. And many think the truth is becoming God. It's all of those things, but it's not. It simply is one thing only. What is it? You. What are you talking about? Me? You're alchemically created. You are the greatest creation of alchemy. You don't realize that. You probably can't fathom that. This is why people like to use your energy, siphon your energy. Harness your energy. They understand, overstand, and understand what alchemy is. Or, I take that back. Let me backtrack a little bit. They understand, overstand, and understand the ideals of what alchemy is supposed to be, or what they perceive it to be. But alchemy is more than what one or a group of individuals perceive it to be. Human transmutation. I want to bring my family members back. Listen to me carefully. That takes a massive amount of energy to do. And the one thing that you don't realize is that once you etherically are released from the vessel, you are put back into the stream. And unless you quickly get to it before it is put back into the stream, you're not getting them back. Not in that form, not in that capacity. They will be different. So we can get them back. That is very tedious and cumbersome, and the losses that you will garner as a result, because it is equivalent exchange, this for that. You can't just put one person's life and have it snuffed out to bring back another person. It's not that simplistic. It's very intricate and dangerous. For the world? No. For the individual who's trying to do it, or the group that's trying to do it. It's not something that I would say do.
Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms. Fluorine, 7.5 grams. Iron, 5 grams. Silicon, 3. Okay, this is it, Hal.
I am called by many names. I am the world. I am the universe. I am God. I am truth. I am all. I am one. You have dared to knock on the door. Now, the door is open. Is this what you wanted, isn't it? I will show you the truth.
But you've done it. I did alchemy on Source itself, and I gained a prism.
The universe is mine to command, to control! What? No! I'm getting out of here!
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
Come on, you're the genie! I love freedom!
Itty bitty living space.
So, no. I wouldn't say that I made a successful exchange. I lost an entire planet. I lost who I was. I lost the people I knew, I loved. And we restarted as different forms. And when I say it's 7 of us, the 7 of us that were closest to the event, and only those 7 know what that means. We were close enough to the event where we weren't technically spared, but we were spared only to endure prison. And when I say 7, I really mean 1. And that individual utilized a specific form of alchemization to bring back at least 7. And then from there, we created a whole universe with each individual that comprises that universe, that's in those universes, or splinters, or bastardizations, or homunculus. They're part of the one. It's like that Rick and Morty episode where everyone was Morty, and even the world, or even world leaders knew it, but they had to go with it.
Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Roy. Half the country hangs on your every word. Heck, most of the world. You're like kind of a pope, I reckon. I'm not a pope because it's not a religion. So you want every single person on a spaceship, but you got a bunch of holdouts. Maybe people that prefer their leaders a little more elected? Right, your voters. People that like being told what to do but don't like admitting it. Told you this was a waste of time. I've got 92% of you ready to vamoose. We're not gonna get to the rest by making deals with parasites. Mr. President, Roy is Rick. He's not us. We both became video game characters at the same moment, but I knew the truth before you dropped your skateboard and went to your first cult meeting. How do you think a guy becomes a president in this game, honey? By not paying attention?
Now, it's really hard to explain. Rick and Morty simplified it, and that's really an accomplishment in itself. I wonder where they got that idea from. We're all Mortys. Some of us may be a Rick, but we're all Mortys. So yeah. Now, with that, to the powers that be, I need you to take heed and listen to me carefully. If you continue to come at us a specific kind of way, you will face the full wrath and awesomeness of our power. You see the vessel, and you think, oh, it's just a human. But we go far beyond that. And you can tell it by how I'm staring at you, because I'm looking at you. Do not test us. and for sure, and for everything that you hold dear, do not test source. Because you will not like the results. Listen, my lord, please. We're really not trying to... No. You can put your PR in front. But we know you. We are you. So please be aware of that. Now, with that being said, I'm starting to get a little bit more talking to the powers that be instead of giving out information. So I promise you the next video I'll give a little bit more information.
Right.
And I try to give you some information with alchemy and creating a planet. I glossed over creating a planet because there's a lot to that. Now, we could teach how to do that. But, I mean, honestly, most people kind of just like, oh, that's too deep. No. Whoa. Whoa. That's a little too much. You're a little too advanced. Maybe you should calm down. Well, I'm not really speaking to you now, am I? If I'm too advanced for you, you got all these surface levels, all these distractive bots. You find somebody to play with. But just not us. Now, hopefully the message can come across to those it needs to come across. Hopefully you're not sick. And I know if you can hear pitter patter of little feet and eating, that's the dogs. The dogs are eating. Dog. Coffee. Why are you doing this? I just, keep it light. You gotta bring a little bit of humor. Humor. So yeah. Discern, live life, go with the flow, relax. Just relax. Now, with that information out the way, this video is getting a little bit longer than I would like. So, I'll leave you with this. They realize what's happening. Do you? So, do we need to get our affairs in order? You need to hold them accountable, and what you really need to do is get on the good foot and learn alchemy, spirituality, and I hate using that term, but just learning or reading, discerning, and going deeper than just surface level. Stop tapping the surface. Go deeper. Swim. Okay? So now, with that out the way, a smile on, and positive vibes your way. For the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it. Let me fix that posture.